Mike, could you review for us briefly why our water rates need to go up?
Well, nobody wants to see rates raised, me included, but reality sets in, and many residents know that our water lines are old, 40 to 50 years, some of them, and they're starting to break down. So I don't think any of us want to be out of water to start with, and thus these main water lines need to be replaced, and that's an expensive proposition. The city is elected to do it in phases. I believe the first phase has begun, and the cost of that phase bid out at $3.2 million. And to qualify for grant money from funding agencies, the average water bill needed to be set at a rate that would ensure the city could first meet their regular expenses, make the new bond payment, fund the reserve account required for the bond, and then set money aside for future projects. And the Division of Drinking Water requires the average water bill rate to be 1.75% of the MAGI, which is the media adjusted gross income. Woodland Hills MAGI is $72,000, Glenn. Mm-hmm. And the average water bill was set at approximately $75 a month. In order to achieve this 1.75%, this needed to increase to $105 a month, and that was to qualify for any grant funding. So the advantage by qualifying and raising the rate on this, we're able to obtain a grant for this $3.2 million. It gave us 0% interest, and we also will receive $300,000 in principal forgiveness. Wow. So we really felt like this was to the city's advantage to go this direction, and thus the water rates are going to be raising on November 1st.
Your committee was in charge of structuring the rate increase. Talk to us about how you went about that.
Putting this water analysis together was a very tedious process, and we worked with the Rural Water Association of Utah and found them great to work with. And we took everything that we could think about into consideration. Things like all of the revenues, all of the expenditures, including bond payments and depreciation. We looked at each customer's usage for 12 consecutive months, averaging the highest usage month against the lowest, and determining high users as well as low users, the number of percentages in each tier for that 12-month period, and then we looked at the actual current rate as well as the proposed rate. It was extensive. The Finance Committee did not take this lightly. We took it very seriously, right down to how it affected each individual customer. Then questions were asked regarding each customer's impact on the system, the fairness of the proposed rates, while keeping in mind laws that have been put in place to encourage water conservation. So this was well thought out, and we spent more time than we thought we were going to spend on it because it was very tedious to go through everyone's rates in this city and look at them and how they would be affected.
Part of the rate increase includes a charge on empty lots. We sometimes refer to those as undeveloped lots, but technically they're just empty lots. Tell us how that charge works.
They're calling it the standby fee. It's 50% of what we call the water maintenance fee rate. And the water maintenance fee rate is what is charged for every connection in the city. It does not include the usage fees. And that rate is going to be $78. So a standby fee of an undeveloped lot would be $39. So that's how that was calculated out. It'll be the same way everything has been collected by monthly billings sent to each lot owner. Now, the standby fee can be paid monthly or annually, is what I've learned from the city council. Mm-hmm. All monies gained from this will be used to repay the loan the city received for these emergency fixes of the water pipes.
What's the rationale for charging a water fee on a lot that doesn't actually use water?
Well, the water system's been put in place in this city. Everybody benefits from it. Certainly a lot owner receives the benefit of that. when they either develop it or sell it.
Your water rates are going up like everybody else's. How do you feel about the increase?
Again, as I said, I know no one wants to see that, but personally I'm grateful in this city to have clean water and good water and be able to open my tap and have a drink whenever I want and take a shower and to water my lawn and my yard. So I think we all have that privilege, but it takes some financial wherewithal to be able to achieve that.